questions. The only reason why I speak on such a high level of awareness and ability is because we're actually going into more of an era that's really demanding that you have that kind of access to your potential in order to find solutions. See, the ability of quantum is that it takes the time that would normally be necessary, let's say 3 years, 4 years to accomplish something, and it squashes it into like a couple of months. So this is why you would want to adapt that kind of way of functioning, because you may come into situations and you will feel like it's already too far gone. It's too late. Like nobody's going to be able to, this is kind of how most people look at the world right now. They're like, it's too late. Like nobody's going to be able to change this. It's like in a tailspin. Like, look what's happened to the kids. But they don't realize that actually what's also occurring simultaneously is this quantum awareness, which is why we have Googles, why we have Facebooks, why we have this, even this conversation that we're having right now in a totally untraditional setting. And it's because the more that the demand is happening for a change, the more the quantum field is configuring itself to come up with a massive implementation and make that change. Because ultimately it's in our instincts. We want to survive, okay? And that's the biggest thing that I can explain to everyone here, is that it's in our instinct, a wiring for survival. So once this adaptation begins to take place with the connection to self more, then this is going to simultaneously kick off, and has already done so, this selflessness that actually people realize is the highest form of selfishness. And so they're going to see the paradox. They're going to see how all of it connects, that how AI at the end goes to singularity, which is going to make people aware of their own consciousness. And so it's all like, it's basically a bait and switch process. And this is why I would look then back at the code, because at the end of the day, I'll say this and I'm done. What I started noticing is it was basically going backwards. And this will really boil your mind for a while. But look at the word, backwards. The words are backwards. That literally the direction of the way the language is moving in was actually governing the direction that we thought we're moving in. And then once we let go of that kind of way of processing things, we pull ourselves out of time. Then we give ourselves more space. So you just know, that's where the knowing comes in. You know that you're going to be able to handle this. There's so much confidence that happens. You realize that you've been called in. You're the one. It's not going to happen on your watch. This is all about you. So you see how that selfishness, it's all about you. You got to get yourself together, get yourself adapted and equipped to be able to deal with anything, creates this high level of selflessness, because when you go into any situation, you're gonna really be able to do something there that others would have been like, well, how are they just gonna come along and change things? And the thing is you didn't just come along. Like, it's been a process. And that's what I would tell everyone here, is this is a process. And I've just started a chain reaction today about thinking, because we do it a lot, but just something to put in the old noggin, especially before you go to sleep. And just think about some of these deeper things, and it'll start you already know. And I won't even get into the all-knowing conversation today, but actually it's already encoded in who you are. You just gotta extract it. So you're basically mining yourself for the gold. And so that's your thoughts, your ideas, your children, everything that you can produce here. So that's it.